G'day guys, Rob from Throttle Down Under here. Something a little bit different today, not actually a formal review, but I've had the opportunity to catch up with a mate of mine, and he's an electric vehicle lover. We've done a drive in his Tesla Modell X, and now I'm about to take this beautiful Zero S electric motorcycle for a run. Come along for the ride. As you can see, the Zero S comes up to roughly 80 kilometers an hour, very quick, very smooth, with very little noise. You just hear that little electrical whine from the electrical motor, but that's it. It's an amazing bike. You can hear the birds for a change. You can hear the wind rustling through the leaves. It's quite a different experience to what I'm used to riding bikes with loud exhaust, loud engines. Now, riding the Zero S is not unlike any other naked Street Fighter style sports bike. It's a semi-upright seating position. The foot pegs are in a really great position. The only thing that you have to get used to is the fact you don't have gears, like right here, to use your lowering gears to slow yourself down. You're actually completely reliant on brakes to slow yourself down. And on acceleration, of course, you just wind the throttle and up you go in speed. With no need to throttle down, change gears or anything like that. It's quite a unique experience that does take just a little bit to get used to. Travelling in traffic did take a little bit also to get used to, and you have to be a little bit more hyper aware of what's around you. On a traditional motorcycle, cars can hear you coming, cars can hear you if you're sitting next to them. On this, you're essentially silent riding along beside them. So you do have to be super aware. And the paint scheme being yellow is certainly a bonus. It does make you stand out that little bit more on the road when you can't be heard. You do want to be seen. Now, the gauge cluster is fantastic. You can see the speed at the top of the gauge cluster. It's very prominent just under your line of vision, so you can see it easily. Just to the left, you can see the charge. So there's 70% battery left at this stage. And the charge is obviously the key, because you can't stop in at a fuel station and top it up with fuel. You have to be really cautious and plan your trip to a certain extent. There's also a temperature there. And the bike can go into a slowdown mode if high temperatures are reached, but it doesn't happen very often. In fact, the owner of this bike, Wes, said it's only happened once to him since 2014, I believe. Now, what sort of distances do you get from one charge on this bike? Well, essentially you get between 150 and 200 kilometers per charge. So again, if you're going on a long journey, Wes said that he's taken this up into the Blue Mountains, You just have to plan your trip, make sure you have ample time to charge. If you're staying overnight somewhere, you can charge overnight, which is even great. And then just be strategic about the way you're traveling with electric power on a bike like this. What sort of power does the Zero S have? Well, essentially our peak power is 45 kilowatts, 60 horsepower at 5,300 revs. Peak torque is 110 newton meters of torque. And the standard charge times is around about 8.9 hours to get 100% charged. So obviously that's a good overnight charge to top it up. But if you're just commuting in and out of traffic throughout the day, you're charging it every night, it's absolutely ideal. At 185 kilos, the bike tips in really nicely. The battery is actually really set low in the frame of the bike, so the center of gravity is really quite low, and it does feel even lighter than the 185 kilos it is. You can tuck in nicely, it's very responsive, very reliable, and in general I just had a really great day riding this little bike. It surprised me. I didn't expect that it would be as high quality as it was. I didn't expect that it would be as fast and torquey as it is. You wind the throttle on off a set of lights and there's nothing that can catch you other than that Model X Tesla in front of you, which can actually, it travels really, really quick. Now we've bought this bike in 2014, but I believe that they no longer import these bikes into the country, which is a real shame, because I can see an amazing use for this style of bike. This morning I just saw a press release from Harley Davidson to say that they will be starting mass production of their live wire electric motorcycle shortly, and within a year or two we might even see them on our shores. So keep your eyes on the Harley Davidson range. The live wire might be here. If this electric bike interests you, it might be a really good option for you. Anyway guys, thanks for watching again. This wasn't a review, this was purely just take my mate's bike out for a ride and check it out. It was an awesome day, spectacular bike, really, really impressed. If you're interested, check out the Zero S website. I'm pretty sure that they're no longer available in Australia though, but really, really cool bike. Thanks for watching again guys. If you enjoyed it, share it, like it, and smash that subscribe button, and see you on the next video.